Yes, would you think maybe your mom is your hero? Yes, why not? Or your father and grandfather? What do you think? What associations do you... You can add 2 or 3 people. Just tick, comments tick. Okay. Sorry. Come. According to your versions, hero can be my grandma, mom, Martin Luther King, teacher, my teacher, soldiers, my sister, who devotes people, yes, leader, Georgi, and yes, Ilya Chavchavadze, Ahmed Shenebeli, and generally some of the students wrote my teacher. Okay, thank you. Now,
also there was one interesting.
Yes, which one? You can read. You can brave people, strong people. The pink color. Okay. 2 things together.
On the left side, pink color.
Abraham Lincoln.
No, pink color.
Pink. Okay. Nino, my mother.
In-law.
Okay.
Mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, great. Why not? Yes. Thank you. Now, please think about what characteristic features make them heroes. Think about adjectives and use poem.com and sign. Use the code. Take your maybe Padlets or mobile phones and send us your versions. What characteristic features make them heroes? Okay, this is poll.com, sign and use the code Salome Jareli 340. I can help you. Yes, Paul? Okay, thank you for your answers. You think that hardworking, strong people, brave, powerful, working, kind people are heroes. Okay. Now be ready that you have to move and change the places. Don't be shy about it. Now, I would like to divide you in maybe 4 groups, Luisa. Okay? Yes, 4 groups. You're 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, group number 1 comes here and works in this session. Group number 2, maybe. Group number 3, you can work together. And group number 4, sorry. Please read quickly the text and underline chosen.
Only one we have?
No, you will have a laptop. Please give them. Underlined the words that you predicted and said. Group number 2 and 4 will work on different texts. You have just 2 minutes to underline the predicted words from the projector. Yeah. If there are any words, just underline them. Oh. Have you found any words connected to it? Yeah. Yes, which one? Can you say?
Stronger.
Stronger, okay. Any other? No. No.
Maybe synonymous.
Synonyms. So which one can you?
Maybe manful, strong.
Strong, brave. Okay, thank you. Now, I give you 7 minutes to read the text. More detailed reading, do detailed reading, because after this you're going to share this information to another group. Remember all the facts according to the text. You will have to wait 7 minutes. Okay. Now, group number 2. Listen to me. Group number 2 goes and works with group number 1. Group number 3 and 4 are working together. You have to share information because you had different tasks. You have to share information and retell to your group members and other group members what you have read about, what was the text about, what was the main idea. Okay, please stand up just and make little rows or circles. There are 2 groups. Okay, now group number 1 and 3 are going to answer the questions connected to Ilya Chavchavadze. Information you have already get from the group. And group number 1 and 3 are going to answer questions about Ali. Right now, you're going to use Kahoot, application Kahoot. Take your mobile phones or Padlets and sign.
Yes.
Please use the code to sign. Just one application from, and name the group number 4, group number 3, group number 1, and group number 2. We have group number 3 here. What's this? 2, 4, and we are waiting for group number 1. Okay, nickname, just use your name or some groups. Okay, we have 5 groups. Okay, let it be. Mavili teacher, let's start. When was born Ilya Chavchavadze? Okay, group number. Okay, next question, please. Group number 4 is the leader, yes. That's next. Who is Babar Ali? Group 4 is still a leader, please. Okay. Group number 4 is the leader. Congratulations. Okay. Thank you for your answers. Yes. After this, we are going to make similarities and differences between those 2 characters, what they have in common and what they have in different, what they have different. You can use any materials, maybe PowerPoint, present to do the presentation, decide in your groups which way you want to present, or just use your handouts and papers to do, or you can use Venn diagram also to show differences and similarities between those 2 characters. Okay. You have to prepare 1 minute presentation. 1 minute presentation. Choose the presenter who will do it. Indira, please. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Group number 1, work 2. Group number 2 is going. Okay. Group number 2 is going to do presentation. Please, yes, come and listen to her.
The similarities, Barbara Ali and Yulia Charjaza had in common that they cared about poor people, and they wanted to help people and teach them. Difference was that Barbara Ali had just school, and Ilya Chaudhary had library and newspaper. Barbara Ali was just a student, and Ilya Chaudhary was a poet. He had a nickname like Ilya Wright. Barbara Ali was from India, and Ilya Chaudhary was from Georgia.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your presentation. Okay. Group number 1. I will. Okay.
Well, not a big difference from the presentation, but still, well, similarity. So they both worked and fought for ordinary and poor people. They both fought for education. And so they established new schools. Maybe Babar Ali created and Ilya established. Yes, and they both fought for local language. Yes, and they were patriots. They were determined, dedicated, and they were heroes. As for differences, Babar Ali was a student and Ilya was a writer and a poet. He was very young, 16 years old, and Ilya was adult, yes. He was from India and Ilya was from Georgia.
Thank you, Nina, for your presentation. Group number 3. Miranda.
First, I'll start with differences. So, Ilya was a poet and writer. Babar Ali was a student. They were from different countries. Ilya Chaudhary was from Georgia, and Babar Ali was from West Bengal in India. And Ilya Chaudhary was killed, and Babar Ali is still alive, and they lived in different centuries. Ilya lived at the end of the 19th and the beginning of the 20th century, and the Babar Ali a century later. So I hope he's still alive.
Okay.
And
you found
what about
out more information about the text?
Yeah. What about the similarities? So they both did a lot of volunteering for their country, and they both had busy lives, and they did lots of good for the people, for ordinary people in their countries, and they both tried to educate people. They both opened schools and fought with a pen instead of sword. And they both love their country, and they both are the heroes for their countries.
Okay, thank
and
you.
And even maybe for other
Thank you. Group number 4.
So we also have a Venn diagram. As for the differences, Ilya Chaudhary, they lived in different countries. Ilya Chaudhary was a poet and an educator, and Babar Ali was a student and a headmaster. Well, we have a lot of things that have already been mentioned, but we'd like to mention, speak about the things that haven't been mentioned so far. One of the most important differences is that Ilya Chaudhary donated into education, donated his money and the money of his friends into education, and Babar Ali was poor, and he used the money donated by the people of his village. And as for the things that these two people have in common, is that they are both patriots, they donated into charity, they are heroes for their peoples, and they are leaders.
Okay.
The things that haven't been mentioned.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your presentations. And as I mentioned, we used this lesson in our class. And at the end, they made PowerPoint presentations. We gave time for it. And as the title was chosen, Who Are You? The last question we leave for them. to think about who are they and what they are going to do in their future life, because all the time it's not necessary to be a big person as personality. So with this question we finish our lesson. Thank you.